We're doing good, people. Welcome to Montez at Midday. I'm your host, Montez. Hope all is well. We've been brought to you today by our title sponsor, the Weed Squad St. Louis, and they're located at 8088 Watson Road. To get a complete listing of all the sponsors that help support Montez at Midday, as well as Who's to Blame the podcast, feel free to go to www.dremontez.com. This weather is something else. Please keep yourself hydrated. If you're playing sports out there, you youngsters, if you're not feeling it, talk to your coach. But please take care of yourself out there in this weather. I know you want to make the team. I know you want to make a great impression. I know you got skills, but getting healthy and staying hydrated is key. So protect yourself out there. You know what we got to do? High fives, chest bump. Let's hug it out. Let's hug it on out. Oh. Them hugs are appreciative out there. They're very appreciative right now. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If you just did something great for yourself, you know you deserve it. If you're looking forward to something today, we got you back. I think you got all of this. There you are right there. Montez at midday. That's how we're going to do it today. That's how we're going to do it. Well, I got to get some things off my chest in Major League Baseball. And I saw another documentary I got to enlighten a few people on. Some of you may have seen it. It was my first time ever seeing this particular documentary. It turned to be really, really good. If you want to follow us on social media platforms with Montez at Midday and as well as Who's to Blame the podcast, we have a page on Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, Instagram Who's to Blame the podcast, and Dre Montez as well. We're trying to beef up our YouTube page so you can follow and watch the live show on YouTube. And our YouTube channel is Dre Montez. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Well, I got my napkin on hand just in case I can't make it through this thing. I want to thank you all for your prayers of strength for myself and my family, considering the great loss that we suffered on Monday. I want to thank you so much for that. It was been a tough few days, but thank you all so much. I appreciate it in more ways than one. More ways than one. Special part of me, right there. Special part. But thank you. Thank you all. All of you from Kensington to Shoto to Gibson. Thank you all. My softball friends, high school friends, Navy friends, family friends, near and far. People you should take care of. Thank you all that have reached out to not just myself, but people in my family, expressing your love, sincere condolences, and strength for our family. Thank you so much. I consider myself not to be the most passionate person about baseball. But when it comes to baseball, I have a special feeling with that sport. I really do. Not saying I know everything about the game, but I'm very observant about baseball. And here's something I've taken a huge observance on. It's the treatment when certain accolades are reached by not the high-profile athlete. It's reached by a non-white. We're gonna keep this where I see this is headed to with Major League Baseball. My first was when Miguel Cabrera, won the Triple Crown. Nothing. And he did it again. He just got in the 500 home run club. Nothing. He's about to embark on 3,000 hits. When will Major League Baseball stop being mad that the person they want to have these high accolades didn't get it? I know you want Mike Trout to do a whole lot. I know you want him to do a whole lot. He's not healthy. He's not doing it. If this was Mike Trout that had the Triple Crown, if it was Mike Trout that hit his 500 home run, we would not stop seeing Mike Trout across the board when it comes to Major League Baseball. I want to know what the beef is, Major League Baseball. What did Miggy do to you? He's done everything he's supposed to do as a Major League Baseball player. He's produced on the field. You show me a power hitter that has put up numbers like that. Power hitters usually strike out a lot. They don't get hits. This dude is getting hits. Him and number 5 have been getting hits. And they just not have been getting the accolades I think they deserve. Yeah, you show a little clip here. You put a little ad in the corner side of the sports section. But it's not the marquee that it would be if it was a high-profile player. I'm still upset at the Dodgers the way they stole the World Series MVP from Mookie Betts last year. Yeah, I said it. You wouldn't have been there without Mookie. You wouldn't have made it that far without Mookie. Because a guy did something a shortstop has never done before in the World Series, he deserves the MVP? No. It should have been co-MVP, if anything. If anything. And we're going to keep this going with Major League Baseball. Because I don't know, last year, the way you embarrassed Fernando Tatis for hitting a grand slam in the eighth inning. You embarrassed that man on national TV. You embarrassed him in the press conference. Then you had the audacity to have him apologize to Major League Baseball for hitting a grand slam in the eighth inning when they were up already, I think, 10-1. Can we rewind the clock what happened last weekend with the Baltimore Orioles and the Texas Rangers? The game was 30-3. 30-3. But nobody said a thing. Nobody said anything to the Rangers. They laughed at the fact that the Ranger pitcher got a save. Who gets a save in a 30-3 game? Talk to me, Major League Baseball. Get the stat department on board. Where's this rule coming in at? Where's the punishment for them, Commissioner? You're going to treat them the same way you did the Houston Astros. We didn't see nothing. We don't know what you're talking about. We don't know what you're talking about at all. We don't know what you're talking about at all. We have no idea what you're talking about. That's basically what they're doing. They're looking the other way on certain things in Major League Baseball. People have always told me this before about baseball. But when you're on one side, you're like, wait. Now, let me see this for myself. And I'm just, look at the reaction of baseball. When certain accolades are achieved, not just the no-hitter. We know people don't care about that no more. They don't care about a game that's 3-1 with dynamic pitching. No. Chicks dig the long ball. Give Miggy his props, Major League Baseball. Give him his props. Because right now, basically, you're saying that tanking is okay. We've complained and bitched about it in other sports. The last team to tank this badly was the Houston Astros. And look what happened after what they did. Also by hacking an email account. Yeah. But tanking in Major League Baseball, what's going to be the punishment for this? You want proof? Who loses this many damn games in a row in Major League Baseball in 2021? You got computers involved now. The data is much better that they get on players than it ever was in life itself. Whatever it must be. The analytics of the game are right there for you. So you're trying to tell me that this Major League Baseball team, the Baltimore Orioles, are really that fucking bad? Or is this a planned failed attempt through the whole organization? Impossible. Impossible that is going on in 2021. 10 years ago, okay, you'd have had me. But the technology that baseball has today, I'm not buying this flock of shit that's going on. And we're just going to allow it to go on. Let's forfeit the rest of the season then. Don't let them play. Why risk injury, ridicule, embarrassment? Too late for that, huh? But Major League Baseball, I want some answers. Why Miggy not getting no props when he won Triple Crown? You didn't give a damn. He hit 500 home run. Nothing. I think we cheered for him more here in St. Louis when he just returned, showing him, hey, we appreciate you, Miggy. Those are some numbers that man has put together. Look at his career stats. But Major League Baseball is looking the other way. They're looking the other way. Look, we're sorry, Major League Baseball, that the best player in the league is not a white guy anymore. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. There's all nationalities and races playing in this game. And if you make it to a certain level of a particular statistical category and achieve marks of people in the Hall of Fame of Cooperstown, I think they deserve the same damn props. Stop putting these guys on the back burner. Sorry that the talent is shifted. The talent pool is shifted. But come on, Major League Baseball. 30-3. But Tatis gets embarrassed in front of the world for hitting a damn grand slam in a late inning of a game. Pull them out there. If you don't want these guys to go out here and play their best, pull them out of the game. Then watch the rebuttal come from the fans. Let's check those ticket sales. Then if you get the pulling guys because you think your team is winning this game 6-0 at seventh inning, we're going to pull out all our heavy hitters. Let's see how far that gets you. You're playing it safe, Major League Baseball, and I don't like the call at all on this whole situation here. Tanking in Major League Baseball, not giving Miggy his props at all. As we get closer and closer to this playoff push, you're really going to see some unseen talent coming aboard because now we're starting to see guys we normally wouldn't see. giving us not just regional coverage games, we get national coverage games. We're seeing athletes we only hear about, but watching these guys play ball. Play ball. I just don't get why they didn't do anything for this man. All they said was, well, Miggy hit his 500 home run. Congratulations. What? Miggy won a triple crown. Name the last player before Miggy to win a triple crown. I'll wait. I'm going to wait. While you're doing that, we're going to have a short word from my sponsor of the show here, MountainManScrub.com. DJ, play the video, please, with you. Cue it.
Mountain Man Scrub.
Mountain Man Scrub, get your scrub on. Go to MountainManScrub.com today. Use the promo code Dre Montez. Mountain Man Scrub is great for your hands, your elbows, your knees, your feet, and also to bring that HD 4K resolution back to tattoo or tramp stamp, whatever it may be that you got. And that's MountainManScrub.com. Use the promo Dre Montez. All right, we got that out of the way. Speaking of promos, we got the giveaway at Friendly's in South City on Roger Place that will be taking place on September 3rd. We're going to do a live show there and draw the winner. It's a free raffle ticket that you can get at Friendly's. Also being thrown in is a 1-hour photo studio session with Big Stu Studio. And also I'll be coming to your house that Monday for your Labor Day cookout using the dry rubs and barbecue sauces from CJ the Barbecue Madman STL. Check them out today. There it is right there. It's going to be a lot of fun right there. I'm looking forward to a barbecue. I could use a good cookout, but not in this heat. This humidity is on a whole new level. This is, if you tell your kids to go outside and play, you're going to jail. This is nothing to play with. And I admire the people that think they can capture the day by cutting the grass at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I haven't lived in the city in a while. But since I moved back to the city, that's all they do. I'm getting sick of it. I'd rather you cut grass in the evening. But luckily I get up at 4:45 every day that it really doesn't bother me. But some of these guys and some of these lawnmowers out there, hey, we need a muffler check or something. Or turn that damn thing down. Or let's go to the push mower. Remember the push mower back in the 70s and 80s? I got to cut that grass, that push mower. You didn't need no gas. All you needed was your arms and legs and get them moving. That's it. And somebody to help you pick that grass up and put it in a trash bag. That's what you needed then. But it is humid out here. All my natural hair people, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's rough out here. I'm not wasting my conditioner by going out in that humidity every day. We know we don't like going out in the evening time, but we may have to step out at the twilight hours. It's only getting cool at like 11 o'clock at night. I'd be damn if we go outside 11 o'clock at night. No, not at all. Can't see nothing in that type of weather. But with this humidity, my older people out there, pace yourself. You can wait to wash that damn car, okay? If you want somebody else to do it, go to the sponsor link and hit that Rise and Shine car wash where my man Reggie would take care of it. Right? Everybody needs a client named Reggie. It just sounds so damn good. Go talk to my man Reggie. But if you're just joining in, thank you so much for tuning in to Montez at Midday on this way back Wednesday edition of the show. We're getting closer and closer to my favorite time of the year, the fall and football. Nothing can go wrong then, kids. Nothing at all. We talked a little bit about Major League Baseball in the beginning, my little beef with them. The fact that Miggy hit 500 home runs, has won the Triple Crown, and baseball hasn't said a fucking thing. You got the Baltimore Orioles losing games 30-3, and nobody's saying nothing. Fernando Tatis hits a grand slam in the late innings of a game, and he gets embarrassed and has to apologize. For what? Most of the time we're talking about people with lack of effort, not trying. You have so much talent. Why don't you put it to use? All the sports cliches that go along with what they call it, motivational coaching, so to speak. But you got to fit in when you get in it. I guess it's like that. Don't forget you can follow us on YouTube, page Dre Montez. Subscribe to that. as well as Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. I mentioned Big Stu Studio. We got something coming up with them. Hopefully we get it all straightened out and kinked out, but due to my family emergency that we had this week, we'll get back into it next week. And again, thank you all for their prayers and condolences and strength for myself and my family. Thank you all so much for that. As I tell everybody, I'm up on these documentaries. Whatever it may be, if it intrigues me, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm amazed at the ones that I've watched and the ones I did not know about. There's one new one I just watched about Rick Rubin, Shangri-La. If you're familiar with Rick Rubin, Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, Slayer, Adele, he's worked with countless artists. Say what you will about Rick Rubin. If you think you know the man, if you just know from hearsay, I encourage you to watch this documentary. It is on Showtime. It's a Showtime documentary. It's Shangri-La. It's Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin has a process to getting to the creative side of not just you, but within himself. There's a strange perception about him. The beard, the dark sunglasses. People think he's lazy. He's high all the time. Just because he does a majority of his writing lying down, he doesn't drink nor smoke. Wasn't his thing. At the Shangri-La, there are no televisions. There are no clocks on the wall. Kind of sound like pops. You don't need to be thinking about time or what's on TV when you're trying to get to your creative side. That's the point he's trying to put into people. It's not like no home. It's just white walls. Very, very unique and impressive home that has a story dating back to the 50s, I do believe they said. Interesting, very interesting documentary. And a few things they pointed out. He said, to tap into your creative mindset, fiction is still a safe way of writing about yourself. So fiction is still a story writing about yourself. That's what he says. Fiction is still a story writing about yourself. And this guy is talking to artists that I've never heard of, from hip-hop artists to folk. The Avett Brothers were on there. All these musicians that have come through this house and had a recording session. Even Kanye was there. He has a bus on the back where the Jesus album was mixed and recorded at. I've seen the one with the Bee Gees, how they had to go to a particular house to recapture that sound. And when it comes to artists, whether they're locally or nationally, when they get to sharing their material or their story on social media platforms, whether you got a mic in the shower or in the closet, whatever you have to do, you have to go to that place to get that creative mindset. And it's easier for some people, but it's also more acceptable when you're around a group of people who have done this. And you see the results of what they have done when you get to your creative mindset or tap into your creative mindset. So I'm wondering, what do you do to get through the day before you leave the house to type into that creative mindset? Do you do a type of manja, smoke, have a drink? I mean, what are you doing to go there? Because on the other side of the creative mindset, people have done mushrooms, they've done acid, and they go to a place of euphoria they never thought they could go to, and they come back with things that no one else can understand but them, but it ends up being some great, unique, creative work. Not saying that there are people out here who don't do nothing. They just live life straight and just keep that creative mindset going. And I wonder, thinking about the things I've seen and watched and a part of and fond of and passionate about, what made me get into that? Why? What am I getting out of this that I can put out to the universe, to the other platforms, that I'm so passionate about this? What can I learn from that to put out here with the people, by the people, of the people? That's where I'm at right now, being 50 years old. The creative mindset, it has to be more than this. It has to be more. I feel like a character in Madagascar. This zoo is all we know. This is all we know. But there's more. into the wild. And the wild can be one hell of a fantastic creative experience. And you're talking to a person that I traveled a lot as a kid, thank you to my family. We went everywhere together. Then when I joined the Navy, of course. Then when I got to playing softball and getting in talk radio, I went everywhere. I take advantage of the opportunities, not just going to Georgia just to go to the underground. No, no, that's not the only place to go in Atlanta. Get out there, reach the people, find something creative, and get something out of it. And that's what I got out of this Rick Rubin documentary. What I got out of the documentary, The Summer of Soul. Thank you, Questlove. The documentary I got about watching my man, uh, the crooner, the singer, Sam Cooke. Those three documentaries, and I can't forget my girl Nina Simone. Come on, the Nina Simone. Now, documentaries are a little different to me than watching the making of a movie. Those are deep too, because I'm very passionate about Hollywood when it comes to putting something on the screen. The creative process with that, and I think now since COVID has hit us the past 18 plus months, creative attention and mindset has kind of disappeared. One of the things he pointed out in the Rick Rubin documentary, Shangri-La, of course, hip hop is talked about, what hip hop has done for him. He made a very unique point. The hip hop artists of the LL Cool J's and the Public Enemies and the African Bambaataa, guys like that, hip hop artists today, they don't think they need to look in the past, in the history of music and hip hop to learn about those artists. And those artists, the older artists, that kind of paved the way, opened up more doors and more platforms and used the elevator format, they don't feel as though they're being appreciated. So it's a, I don't say it's a beef because we've been through 80s and 90s hip hop. We don't want to go through that shit again. But I can get it. Do you think it's important to look at, if you're in the field of journalism, do you think it's important to look back and see what other people have done in your field? I think it's very important because no one is going to be the first to do shit anymore. No, no. When it comes to creative mindset, you may have put a twist on it, but you're going to remind somebody of something, remind them of a project that didn't get put out, and they're going to find it. Be like, hey, this brings a lot of comparisons. I don't think there's nothing wrong with looking at past people that have done what you're doing or want to do. I think you can learn from that. If you haven't looked at anybody that is into what you're into and you're trying to do this thing on your own and you have that lost moment, maybe this is why. But that documentary, it spoke volumes of words to me. But check it out. If you have Showtime, legal cable, or somebody else's account, Fire Stick, are they still selling those things? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But whatever you have, it's on Showtime, and check it out. Please do. We're getting closer and closer to football, college and pro, high school sports as well. But I'm nervous about something. I'm very nervous of the language that is being put out about the safety of our game when it comes to COVID. And apparently the humidity. And we got the Delta variant out here. I'm very nervous on what parents are being told, what kids are being told, what coaches are being told, what owners are being told, and what fans are being told. I think this is going to be one of the craziest, wildest seasons from a fan's perspective that are at these venues, not the people watching at home, but the people that are going to these sporting events and the kids that are playing on the high school and collegiate level. That's going to be a different type of conversation that's going on. And I'm hoping that there's someone that can come together and give these kids and these fans real legitimate information that they can understand. Because right now I'm confused on who can go to the game, what you need to go to the game, what you need to bring to the game. I mean, who's going to bring valuable information to a game and you're going to be drinking? And you've seen how these fans been acting at these preseason games and these Cardinal baseball games against the White Sox up there in right field. I don't condone fighting, but when you see 8 hot, attractive women fighting, popcorn. We've seen all these fights. Somebody's going to lose something. Not just cell phone and wallet, but what if you lose your vaccination card? What if you lose your proof you've had the testing done? See, people are not thinking. You can't take all that stuff to the game, and you up there chomping at the bits and get knocked out like that young man did last week. His woman slapped that man, and he went night-night. I still think he's asleep. But he's fighting at sporting events with all this going on, but it's getting hot, though. Tempers get a little rowdy. But that's the only thing I'm worried about with football right now. If they can get a better understanding and open up the communication window with these kids in high school, the collegiate players, and the fans that are going to these events. Because these coaches and owners are the smartest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. They know everything. I've never known coaches to be this smart about stuff. No, nobody went to school has a medical degree. Half these dudes are illiterate. I mean, it's just, no, you're not talking about kids. No. I knew you when you're in school. Yeah, you were remedial your whole damn life. No, you're not talking to my kid. No. No. And the internet is not always the safest place to go for information. I learned that the hard way when I was first diagnosed with LHON, Leber's hereditary optical neuropathy. Legal blindness, center vision, gone. And the doctor told me, do not go online and read that stuff. If you need anything, I'll give it to you. The stories I was reading online, oh my God, horrifying. I was scared to open my eyes at one point or not wear sunglasses or go out when it's bright light sun. I was really petrified of that because I went online first other than going to my damn ophthalmologist. I'm not a medical person at all, but I did stand at Holiday Express last night, and I used to be called Dr. Dre. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Let's keep having fun, though. Let's keep living. Keep living. Keep having fun. Keep supporting each other. Watch out for these babies out here. School has started back. Check on your people. Make sure everybody stay hydrated. If you see Mr. Anderson out mowing that grass this morning, you tell Mr. Anderson to get his ass back in the house. It's too hot for that. But Mr. Anderson would get the boys in the neighborhood to cut your grass. We'd get the teenagers when the sun go down. Sometimes the sun going down is not the safest bet either. Don't forget to visit the website, www.dremontez.com. Get a complete listing of all the sponsors. Thank you again to all the amazing sponsors. Thank you guys for tuning into the show today. I know it's only Wednesday, but what a rough week. If you missed the show, it'll be uploaded on YouTube here shortly. YouTube channel is Dre Montez. But Major League Baseball, we got to talk. As much as I love you, I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going at all. Check out that Rick Rubin documentary on Showtime, Shangri-La, and let me know what you think. I'm not going to lead you wrong. The last bad movie I watched, I didn't tell nobody to watch. It was called Space Jam. Oh, God. Oh, my God. LeBron, stick to basketball. Keep producing stuff with your Bron production company. And we got to see what's going on with Clutch Sports. Noel, we got to see what's going on with that story. We're going to chase that one down the road and see what happened. But in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the rest of your way back Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to appreciate the details of the day and stay hydrated. Stay hydrated today. Don't move too much. If your car does not have AC, don't go anywhere because there's a fictitious character in your car called heat. Fire is coming out that sumbitch. And if you got leather, I pray for the back of your thighs. I pray for the back of your thighs. Guys, thank you again for tuning in to Montez at Midday, being brought to you by our title sponsor, the Weed Squad. In the words of my great-grandpa, two wrongs don't make a right, they make a left turn. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much. We are out of here. Peace.